Hello there, friends. Rebecca here, the Dragon Librarian from Farmington Community Library. And Kala and I are here today to talk to you about a very exciting book. It's actually the brand new book by an author that I know you have heard of. Even if you haven't read anything by her, I'm positive that she is an author that you have at least heard of before. And this is a sort of author where when I heard she had a new book, I checked it out right away. I didn't even know what it was about because I just knew that if it was by her, it was going to be fantastic. And it absolutely was. I thought this book was really wonderful, and I'm just super hyped to talk to you about it today. So, the book I'm talking about is called Tree Table Book, and it's by Lois Lowry. Tree Table Book. Now, Lois Lowry, like I said, I'm sure you've heard of her before, even if you haven't technically read any of her books. She's written a lot of books before this one, but some of her most famous ones, I would say, is probably Number the Stars, and also the Giver Quartet. Yes, there are definitely more books in the Giver series, even if you've only maybe read the first one. So she is a very, very famous author. Her books are absolutely phenomenal. So like I said, when I heard she had a new book out, I checked it out right away. I didn't even know what it was about, but I was just very, very excited to read it. Now, you may think, Tree Table Book as the title? That's kind of weird, right? So it is a little bit of an odd title, but there is a very specific reason why this is the title. And once you get to the point in the book where you figure it out, oh my gosh, it's going to just make you super emotional, at least for me. This is the type of book that, even though it's very short, like it's less than 200 pages, I think. Yes, it's less than 200 pages, so it's a very, very quick read. It is also a very, very emotional read. So this book is going to make you laugh out loud. This book is going to make you cry. It's going to make you feel super nostalgic. It's going to make you feel so many things. And for a book this short to make you feel that many emotions, you know that it's just very special. So what is this book about? So this book has a lot of stuff going on in the cover that is not going to make sense until you really start reading it. In fact, as I was reading the book, I kept stopping and then flipping back to the cover to look at it again because it started to make more and more sense to me. So this book is about two women named Sophie. So the first is this Sophie, a little girl, and the other Sophie is her next door neighbor, and they are best friends. So little Sophie is in middle school and adult Sophie is 88 years old. So despite this huge gap in their ages, they are best friends. Sophie loves going over to her neighbor Sophie's house. They have strong opinions about everything. This Sophie is a very, very precocious child. So if you love stories about children befriending elderly people or even just adults and their relationships, you're going to absolutely adore this book. So they are best friends. They have tea all the time. They have little tea parties. But Sophie has been a little bit concerned because her neighbor Sophie seems to be forgetting a lot of things. She seems to be forgetting to turn the tea kettle off. She seems to be forgetting a lot of things that she never had trouble remembering before. And Sophie has overheard her parents talking about her neighbor Sophie's son may be coming and having him take her away to move in with him across the country. And Sophie is like, I can't have this. This is my best friend. She cannot leave me. Absolutely not. So her and her two neighborhood friends decide that they are going to come up with this plan to help Sophie get her memory back and to help her basically be on the top of her game, in terms of cognitive speaking. So they go over there and they devise this series of tests for her and stuff like that. But as this is happening, Sophie is revealing a lot more of her past that younger Sophie had no idea about from before she even moved to this country, when she lived over in Europe during World War II. So this book has a lot of different layers to it. It's about friendship, it's about memory, it's about family, it's just an absolutely beautiful story. And I loved both Sophie characters so much. They were absolutely fantastic. And I just wanted to hug both of them. This is certainly one of those books that is going to stay with you for a long time after you read it. And like I said, for it being such a short book, for it to pack such a powerful punch, that's just quite amazing, actually. So if you are a fan of Lois Lowry's writing, or even if you've never read anything by her before, make sure you pick this book up, because you're not going to regret it. It's absolutely phenomenal tree table book. Well, that's what we've got for you guys today. I hope this book sounds really awesome and that you're super hyped to read it. If so, please feel free to come get it from Farmington Community Library. And also, thank you so very much for watching, friends, and have a wonderful rest of the day.